And we're black with the Friend Simulator podcast. I'm Borley Borlston.
I'm Sean Fauntleroy,
And
and we are
today,
the friends.
where are the friends?
And you're our
I was,
friend too,
you're our friend. And I was thinking
ostensibly.
actually, should we gender the word friend? I was thinking about this
Why?
because it's funny.
Friend is gender neutral.
I
It's
know.
already gender neutral.
So we need to add gender. We need to input more gender because I was thinking we have friends.
Mhm.
That's a masculine word. It's like friends. You got that D, that masculine, that D.
Okay.
And then you got friendina.
Oh boy.
You got friends and
Yeah,
friendinas.
friendos and
Friend
friendas. Yeah,
friendos and
yeah.
friendinos. Friend
Uh-huh, uh-huh.
dinosaurs. See, we're de-evolving, okay? We're
Yeah,
going back in
well,
time.
it's good enough for like languages like Spanish, I guess. So,
Yeah. I'm not gonna change their whole culture just to save my own whatever. But you know
yeah,
what I
like when
will
they were
do?
trying to do Latinx,
Oh
when
God,
people were trying to make
Latinx.
Latinx a
Oh
thing.
dude, I
This is
heard.
so dumb.
Oh man, going back to that heart training, I heard some people say Latinx, and it's just like that's a cleaning
Right.
product. Stop! Stop! It's a cleaning product. Please stop.
Is
Hispanic,
there
they know it's a cleaning product. You're just insulting them.
was there I didn't really like look too much into it. Like was there any like opinion from like the like actually like Latin community?
Um, I
Like
don't,
do they give a shit about that? Because I feel
I,
like that's just this like
I don't
like
think so.
educated like
Mm,
it's like the college class that
yeah,
cares about that more than the people that are actually quote unquote affected by it, you know?
I've only ever heard the word used by like very highly educated individuals who are trying to do no harm, essentially.
Yeah.
And
Which
it's great, it's well meaning. I guess
right.
I kind of think about it with like in the sense of like, okay, people I've been asked like I just realized the fucking song I stopped playing. People ask me
No.
like, fuck. Um, at least I got the video scrolling, so that's good.
Good.
Got
Well,
that going on.
yeah, so silver lining.
Yeah, you gotta look at the bright side. But
So you hear people.
so I hear people. I don't have schizophrenia. I
Mhm.
hear people ask me. They're like, you're American Indian. You're from a tribe. What's your stance on like Native Indian, whatever? And generally
Mhm.
people have the same kind of thing where it's like, oh yeah, Indian. Like that's obviously wrong. You know. Um,
Yeah,
but
right.
yeah, it's like obviously, but that's
But
kind of the
it's kind of
point.
like owning it at this point, right?
Yeah,
It's
like,
like it's just been the case for
mm-hmm.
so long.
Yeah, like that requires some education because so culturally, American Indians, that's the thing I kind of default to. I just like that better.
Yeah.
Um, if I had my wallet on me, oh, it's okay. We're editing
Wilma.
all this in.
Yeah, yeah. We're
Um,
actually gonna add more conversation after the post
yeah,
talk too.
yeah, we're adding more. We're adding all this back in to the front and back, like the Matt Gates cameo that's gonna be coming out soon. Oh, anyway, so I guess, and we're back. So I have my official ID certificate. This card certifies that Borley Borlstein is a member of Tribe, and on it says Indians.
It just
So,
says Indians. Just
well, it says Chippewa Indians,
got it.
but that's broad enough. Nobody would really know. I don't want to say my actual name. I think I have
Yeah,
said it
yeah.
before, but whatever. You can go dig for it. You go look. Fuck it. I'm not gonna give it to you. You
Yeah,
gotta go find it.
yeah. They gotta earn it. They
They
gotta
gotta
earn
earn
that
it.
dox.
If you wanna
Yeah.
fucking stalk me, you gotta go find it. But yeah, I kind of prefer Indian just because like I think what my dad would say, and what he said is like, oh, it's kind of like rubbing. He wouldn't say it in this way. I'm gonna say it in a little bit smarter of way, but it's kind of like
Uh-huh.
exposing white hubris. Obviously, like the idea of like white people didn't exist when Christopher Columbus came here, but
Mhm.
this idea that like, oh, I went to this place and this is what it is, and it's like actually, dude, you were like miles, you're like fucking thousands of miles
Yeah,
off, dude, you're
yeah,
lost,
yeah,
So it's kind of like
yeah.
making fun of that and keeping that,
No,
that
interesting.
embarrassment, that
Okay.
hubris alive, really.
Yeah, yeah.
But there's another part in like American Indian culture that I read for this book. I think it's just called like Wisconsin Indians or something. And in the book, it talks about how a lot of the tribes were named based on reports given from other tribes.
Right,
Yeah, and I think I've told
right.
you this before, where it's like,
Yeah.
so like you'll sometimes see tribes that have like names that sound insulting,
Right.
You know, like,
Because their enemy was telling them like,
yep.
oh yeah, that's tribe Ding Dong. Yeah,
That's
yeah, they're
tribe
the Ding
Lazy
Dong
Chicken
tribe.
over there. They're
Yeah,
always making noise late up into the night.
yeah,
We're constantly waging war against those assholes. Yeah, so like a lot of the
yeah.
tribal names came from what their like enemy tribes would
Right,
refer
right,
to them as
right.
because they didn't have a name for like themselves.
Hmm.
Like you have like a name that you're given, but think about that. Like your name is given to you from your parents.
Yep.
Like nobody was giving these tribes their own name. It would be
Not like
like it's like
ordained.
yeah, it would be like, what's
Yeah.
the name of your house? And it's like, well, it's my home. Like, this is where I live. That's it. You know, like
Right.
an address is like, where's your geographical location? But nobody names their home. Their home. Home is just where it is. You know, and so it's kind of like that with like, what is your tribe? It's like, well, our tribe is the
Well,
tribe. That's it.
well, and I'm reaching here, but like, isn't
Hmm.
like the idea of like ownership like kind of different to
Yeah, there
them
wasn't
too?
like a,
So
yeah, there
it's
wasn't like
like,
a geographical or like an environmental ownership. Like because there was so much movement. Like men would go out and hunt and they would just travel far to do like all this kind of hunting and stuff.
mhm.
So it was completely different.
But it's not
So
like I own this land. Like
yeah,
they wouldn't be telling other tribes like,
yeah, like
well, I don't know,
maybe
like
you
would
have
there
like a
be like
location
land
where your tribe
disputes
is
kind of?
together. Yeah, like I mean
Yeah,
it would be where your camp is at the
yeah.
time, but there was a lot of movement, like a lot of getting up and moving around. So yeah, so like that stuff kind of goes into like my conceptions about like, you know, what does it matter? Like, you know, American Indian, Native American.
Hmm.
Native, it's like the least. If you want to be PC and also not be annoying, Native is fine.
Right.
Um, First Peoples is, I
That's
think that's
you. That's
it's kind of.
you're being a little obnoxious.
I say that
Being a little,
ironically.
you're being a
Yeah, you
little
are, yeah, 100%.
extra with that
You
one,
are,
I
you know,
think.
in the right context, it could be exceedingly based or it could
Right. I
be
mean, yes, it is.
obnoxious.
But yeah, it's just a little over the top, I think.
Yeah, it could be very patronizing, which is annoying.
Like you're trying way too hard to get the eye pass.
Yeah, yeah, you don't get the I. Yeah, do you know what the I, what the I don't even. It's nobody. Nobody, I guess, cares. The I. Somebody asked me one time what the I version of the N word would be,
Uh-huh.
and
No,
the
is there?
the closest thing that I would think of is what my dad says, which I actually found out a while ago. What um is from a Bugs Bunny cartoon.
Okay.
It's the word is Injun.
Oh, yes. Oh,
Yeah,
yes.
because he's like shooting them, and he's like one little, two little, three little Injuns,
Yeah. Yeah,
and
that was definitely okay, interesting.
so that's what my
So then they
dad would
kind of like
say.
they kind of own it then, like it
Yeah, I
was
mean
this like
it's kind of like
racial
a
term and then
yeah.
you got it.
I mean he's only ever said it mockingly around me,
Right.
like in the voice he's putting on is like some person who's probably
Like
racist
the
against
super over the
Indians.
top.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
it's more like making fun of what some other like ignorant dumbass person would think. Because my dad, um,
That's how they're
definitely
portrayed
wouldn't
in
like
media,
embrace
so
being racist against Indians. He's never said anything to that effect.
right.
That's one of the few things I think he has mild reverence for.
Hmm. Well, everyone's got a limit. Everyone's got a
Yeah.
line.
What were we talking about before we got into this tangent? I don't remember. I think we were going back in time, something. It doesn't really matter. Okay. So that was all the
It was
preamble.
racial stuff.
I don't
Why
really
did we?
remember. I don't know. You
But
know what?
oh well, I mean, I know you initially wanted to talk about satisfactory
No, it's
stuff.
Factorio. But close
Factorio, I mean,
enough. Yeah,
excuse me.
okay. That's perfect. Thank you. So, I've been playing Factorio, and boy, there's been some problems with the server. My friend's hosting it, and it feels like ass. So I was looking online. What is a good server hosting website? And everyone's like, get your own server, get your own server. I have my own server. And it's like, well, I don't want to spend $600 just to play Factorio for a month with my friend and have it be not laggy, you know?
Mhm.
So there's this one guy, and he links this GitHub link, and he says, do this. And I'm gonna pull it on screen now.
Okay, now I can finally open this.
Let me yeah, so I sent it to Fauntleroy. And so it's called M Chandler Factorio Spot Pricing, the complete Factorio server deployment cloud formation. So the prerequisites. I want you to read the
Literally says
prerequisites.
that cloud formation.
Do you
A basic understanding of Amazon Web Services in AWS must be Amazon Web Services account. Basic knowledge of Linux administration. Oh boy. No more than what will be required to just use the fact Docker. You can do some docking.
get some
Nice.
docking? Yeah, I'm gonna dock my spaceship in my ass.
The boys and I love docking.
So
Let's see.
you now this is the point where you
90%
notice the
regular
scroll bar
online
on the
pricing.
side.
Oh my god.
Getting started. Click the
Launch
link
stack.
above. So
Shady link. Launch stack.
the thing that I like the most about this is that it's talking about like demand versus spot. And basically it's like how much like you are costing / how much all of this is going to cost you.
Memory.
And so like yeah, so like basically he's going through how to like financially set up having an Amazon Web Services server thing to have it be financially the least negatively impacted.
Oh my god.
And it's like, oh yeah, because you can see when he gets down to the what is the best instance type to run Factorio, and he has different specs, and then he has how much per hour spot.
God.
And it's like down to the penny. Actually, it's down to the thousandths of a penny. And it's like, dude, what the fuck? Like
this is some like day trading stock shit.
this is day trading just to run a Factorio server.
Oh my good god.
And this is the kind of like this is
range spec. Holy fuck, the USD $point 0.0317 divided by hour spot. What the fuck
and earlier if you remember he said he doesn't like spot. He likes demand or whatever it was. It's like early in the article.
Why does he have spot in this?
Yeah, he's got because now he's explaining why he hates spot and he loves demand.
At the time of writing, this would indicate that the best instances are... What a fucking weirdo. How do I change my spot price limit? Oh my god.
I'm done with Factorio. How do I delete the server? Like... And this is a sincere post somebody made. As like, dude, I just want to like plug and play. I don't want to like fucking learn Linux to run a Factorio server.
It has code. This is fucking...
Well, yeah, you got to be familiar with
like
Linux.
Python. Oh my god. Oh, I guess.
You gotta remember, you got a basic understanding of Linux. This is like the Suspiria of fucking like running a server. Like, what the fuck were they thinking? I don't know.
So the pricing of a server is based off of how much,
like how much
memory it uses? I don't know
because
that. I thought it was a flat rate. But
yeah, I actually discovered this recently.
Had a server.
Yeah, so like usually for a long time it would be like a flat rate per month, but now I see a lot of websites have swapped over to this like how much you use model, which makes sense because it's how much data you're taking up on their server.
Right.
You know, that makes total sense.
Totally.
But like it can scale kind of poorly.
That's not very user friendly. I feel.
Yeah, exactly. So I don't know. That was the new shit that I was seeing today, and it was blowing my mind. Oh god.
There's so much. I can't believe all this information that's coming into my brain right now.
Yeah, your brain is gonna go into fucking reset mode after taking in so many high-level important ideas.
You know what that's from?
Yeah, it's that stupid gay conservative guy.
I love to love
Dave Rubin.
Dave Rubestone.
Yeah, Dave fucking Rubel.
My brain's in recovery mode from taking in all these high ideas.
High level and important ideas.
He's such a fucking tool.
I can't believe I would say intellectually he has to be higher than Jordan Peterson now. Have you seen the Jordan Peterson fucking dragon debate with that atheist guy?
I think I've seen like some clips of it or something.
Oh my god, dude.
From Aaron Brown, but
yeah, I've only seen clips of it, but it's like, yeah, he's like, well, dragon is a predator. Why can't dragons be real? And it's like, dude, you're equivocating and doing all this like faulty logic bullshit just to get people to say dragons are real. It's okay. Have your OC. Have your OC dragon dildo perfectly crafted for your anus that you like to get fucked by. But why the fuck do we all have to sit along and agree that dragons are actually real because you're insane? Stop taking benzos. What the fuck?
Well, yeah, then he went to Russia to get fixed.
Yeah, they fixed him all right. They literally he came back as an actual Russian bot,
an actual agent of the state.
Yeah, like what the fuck?
Oh, also congratulations, Putin, on another successful election. I'm really happy
He
for you.
won. Oh, there was an election.
I guess I think I saw a thing. It kind of flew under the radar, but yeah, I think he won another term or
And
whatever.
how? So what was the voting metrics like? Did we see that?
I'm sh
100%.
that's what I was gonna. I'm almost positive it was 100%.
Oh God, that guy. They love him over
He's really
there.
popular. They love
They
him over there,
love
and
him over
you
there.
know it's part that and it's part anyone who opposes him ends up dropping out of a
What?
building and dying.
What? How could they be so clumsy? I get. Oh, I get it. They're nervous, right?
Yeah,
They're
going
nervous
against
because they're
such a
going against
superstar.
Putin.
Yeah,
It's like when you get
yeah,
starstruck. They're like out in the balcony at night. They're looking up at the
world
sky.
favorite.
They see Putin's face constructed out of flying drones, and they get so starstruck. They get starry-eyed,
Mm-hmm.
and they're
Tears in their
just.
eyes.
They got butterflies in their belly,
And they think they can float,
and then they
but they
just
can't.
stumble off their balcony and die. That's what happens to everyone who goes against Putin during the elections.
The 15th to the 7th.
Did
The
you?
elections were the 15th to the 17th in March. It's kind of
Wow, they have
interesting.
2
It's a
days of
couple
elections. Wow,
It's
that's kind
really
of based.
cool.
I always thought there
Yeah,
should be
good
like a
on 'em.
week of voting. You know?
I mean, it's either a week of voting or literally a national holiday. Everyone gets off, can go vote.
Well, it needs to be at least more than 1 day because there's like some things that like people are just not going to have off for because like there are certain like necessary services like
Right.
cops are not going to, you know, so that's why it needs to be at least 2 days, you know.
Yeah.
So, but I think you're right. I think
Well,
you
we
should
don't
get
live
one
in
of
a
those days off
democracy.
though. You know, it should be an
Yes.
either or kind of thing at least.
Yeah.
You know, I think we're totally in agreement. We just got to come down to the metrics of it. You know.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that would imply we live in like an actual democracy, which
Yeah.
we
Or like a
don't.
real country,
Yeah.
not a captive
This is
state.
this is it. Well, it really is. I mean, no, it really is. Both parties, because it's as long as we have first past the post, it's going to be a two-party system. I don't care who like wants to dream up like, oh, maybe if enough people just decide not to. Like, it's just not gonna happen.
Yeah, because like
Until there's
you're
ranked
just
choice
spoiling
voting.
whatever side you primarily lean to.
That would
Like that's all third parties
be able
exist
to
as.
placate with.
Yeah. Yeah, I wanted to bring up. Do you know? Speaking of like captive states in China, did you know that there was like an app to clap along for Jinping's? I don't know how to say his name.
Xi Jinping.
Xi Jinping. Okay, hope I said that right.
Yes.
Because I love China and I want to respect
Yeah.
them.
Yeah.
And there was an app where you could clap on it when he was speaking, and it would like that was
You
just
go to
it.
him kind of thing.
Yeah,
is the
like you
idea,
could.
like,
I think I don't know if it
hear
was like during
clapping.
COVID or if I feel like it was before COVID, but I saw it at the same time
That's
that
awesome.
like my friend. So I had a friend who graduated. Like I graduated undergrad in 2018. I think she did as well, and then I think she went back to China shortly after that. And I saw that like clap for Xi Jinping during his like president of China speech or whatever the fucking job
Yeah.
is called.
Yeah.
And
Well, yeah, he's the president for life now.
oh my god, really?
You know about
Because they
that?
clapped so
Yeah.
hard for him. It was a
Yeah.
spirit ball of
His
populist
spirit bomb,
support.
Yeah,
Yeah,
definitely.
totally. So
No, because they passed a thing like
oh, that's
within
not as
a
fun
couple
as the
within a
spirit
couple
ball.
years. Yeah.
Oh. So
No.
you're saying he's the FDR of China though, right?
I mean,
Right? Like FDR had like 4 terms. Xi Jinping, he's gonna get like maybe like 8 terms, but he's younger, so it
Yeah.
makes sense. FDR, he's in a wheelchair.
It's not. No, you're not hearing what I'm saying. It's his term is a lifetime term. There's no more voting.
They're
He's
not voting
president for-
either. Oh
he's
my
president
God.
for life.
That is fucked up. What the fuck?
Yeah.
I was
yeah.
trying to add some levity to it. That's fucked up.
No, he's No, it's just dictatorship.
Wow. Wait, so he's stronger than Putin now.
I mean, well, it's just they're quieter about it, I think.
True.
Is why they can like get away with a lot more of their like authoritarian dystopian bullshit.
Yeah, actually.
Yeah, that's why like because I have my thumb on kind of the pulse of like that kind of stuff. Because I think it's very interesting. Minor aside, because like when I first started kind of being aware of like the Chinese censorship, like the Great Firewall, you know about that?
Yeah, like everyone uses like VPNs in China and shit, and they're like super limited on like what they can like search up. Like they can't search up Tiananmen Square and that kind of stuff.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
Chinese internet is very strict on
Oh, yeah.
what you can
Yeah,
what you can like look up and all
Mhm.
that.
Yeah.
So and it's how I found out about this. Just the most random thing on Sea of Thieves.
Oh.
Because I played like years ago now. I was playing Sea of Thieves like when I first started playing it. Um, another aside with Sea of Thieves. Like that game is like comfort food for me. Like it's like how some people have like TV shows that they're like, they'll turn on in the background, like it's just like, oh, I can just, I can turn on Friends or whatever, and it's just fun, easy content.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's how Sea of Thieves is for me. Like I just can put it on and it's just insane,
You're just
wild,
rolling
wacky
up with the people.
times. Yeah, yeah.
Sometimes
I
that's
do
just what you
open
need.
I do open crew. I'm just like I'm a spectator, and it's just easy entertainment for me.
I miss having a game like that. That's what I've been always longing for. Is like a game where I
Yeah.
can show up, kind of not like matchmaking, not like Fortnite or fucking Dead by Daylight or some dog shit, but something where it's like
Mhm,
you are doing a protracted activity with some other neighbors that
mhm.
like you have to have some degree of engagement to actually succeed, you know?
Oh yeah. Oh, that. I mean, if you want to give Sea of Thieves another try,
I think I finally do have
that's what
enough
it is
space
for
on my
me.
hard drives to reinstall it because that was the first reason I
It's a
uninstalled it.
big game. It's a
Yeah,
big
it's the
game.
bane of fucking video games because
Yeah.
it's a big
It's like
guy.
for you.
For
Uh,
you.
unironically for you. But well, let's see. Yeah, I just like whenever there's like I join like an open crew and there's like it's a new player. I'm like, oh yes, I can show someone the ropes. Everything's so new and novel to them.
Yeah.
But
You can have
but
them burn down the ship by overcooking something.
yeah,
That was my
that's
favorite experience when I left some food on the ship
yeah.
and we went onto the island and we look back and the ship is burning down. I'm like, what happened? And like, oh no,
Yeah.
the food burned the ship.
My banana's burning.
The bananas burned the ship down.
I'm burning my bananas Foster,
Oh
guys.
no, my banana sundae burned the ship down. Sorry. Teehee
Um,
puts fingers together.
so I was on like a voyage. My team ends up like dying horrendously, but we had a
Wow.
lot of loot, and what I thought was a lot of loot at the time. Like, oh, it's a bunch of
Hmm.
chests. Like, I gotta save this. So and this is over like it had to have been like an hour plus. This little endeavor right here. So like,
Wow.
ship sinks. I get all the treasure out of the water onto a rowboat, and then I'm rowboating to shore. I distinctly remember being like stuck on a rock,
Oh
and
my
then
god.
I'm in open crew, and then someone joins, and then it's this. I wonder if I have the video on my Snapchat memories. This
Hmm.
this guy joins, and I'm like, uh, I'm trying to like triangulate where I am based on like location, like based on like things nearby and like islands that I knew that we were at.
Well,
And
it's
I'm
like
like,
you
yo,
don't.
you need to come bring the ship, come and bring the ship to me, get the ship to me. And the guy was he was a guy from China, so like he had kind of
Oh.
like a thick accent, but he understood English. So we were like kind of shooting the shit, and then he finally, like I said, it was like an hour endeavor at the least. He finally gets to me, and it's like in Sea of Thieves, if you're like so far away from someone in your crew, you can't see their name, but as soon as they're like, X
Oh.
amount away. So it's like the moment I saw his
Amazing.
name, I was like, oh my god, like like the safe, they're coming,
Oh
the
my
safe,
god.
my friend. Um, so I finally get him to get to me or whatever.
Well,
Then he finally, go ahead.
oh, well, what was his name? Like, did it match
It was,
his personality? Was it like all
yeah,
Chinese characters?
yeah, it was like
Where you're
Chinese
like, you
characters.
knew
Yeah,
instantly that
it was
was
like
my neighbor.
it was Mandarin. Yeah,
Yeah, that was it.
that's my guy. Well, you can see like allies names like through anything. And enemies you have to be like, within eyesight or whatever. And they have to be like right next to you to see their name. So like you knew it's your ally, like,
Hmm.
'cause it's like green and like it's a bajillion miles away. But then he finally gets to me, and then to like celebrate, he started. I need to remember. I'm pretty sure it was like an
He started
accordion. He started
celebrating.
he started playing the Star Spangled Banner on
Oh
an
my
accordion. It was the
god.
most surreal experience of my
Holy
life. I
shit.
was like, what the fuck is that?
That is
I was
he has
dumbfounded.
empathetic patriotism. That's amazing. He's like, I
It
came to save an
was
American, and I'm greeting you with your national right. What is the Star
with
Spangled
your
Banner?
song, the song of your
Your song of
people.
your
I'm like,
people.
this is so fucking
I wouldn't
amazing.
be able to play the Chinese whatever
Oh
song.
my
I would be brought
god.
to tears. That guy
Yeah,
is a national hero. We need
he
to
was a
honor him.
national
He needs a
hero,
Medal of
but
Honor for his service to America.
he, I know, I think I added him on, oh, okay, then we finally get to, we get to shore, we get to port, and we sell everything, and then we're just kind of like talking or whatever. And then, like the whole time he's like in hushed tones, like, oh,
Oh,
I gotta be really quiet, and like I can't say too much. And,
whoa.
like, cause then he explains to me, cause like he's on the Sea of Thieves servers, he's not on like Chinese internet technically.
Oh,
So
so
like
he's like
he could be hearing and seeing things that
that
like
would get him in trouble, get him
that
like
will
his
get him
internet
sent
taken away.
away. Yeah,
Yeah.
you to get
If so, if
disappeared.
anyone actually says like Tiananmen Square or something, he's gone.
Right. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So
Holy
he's
shit,
like,
that is frightening.
yes,
Jesus
like,
Christ.
cause I just got I got the vibe of like, I gotta be very careful what I say here. Like
Yeah,
him, like
holy
he's
shit.
thinking like I gotta be very careful what
Be
I say
careful.
here.
Oh, I have to close my ears. I have to shut my computer down if I hear the first utterance of the first three
Yeah.
syllables.
They
It's
say
gone.
Tia, yeah.
Tia who?
He's like, yeah, I need to I think he mentioned the Great Firewall or whatever, and I think that was the first time it was probably the first time I heard of that, and I'm like, oh, that's kind of creative. Like, the new Great Wall of China is the Great Firewall because
Yeah.
but a classic case, instead of trying to keep Mongolians out, it's trying to
It's gonna
keep the
keep your
people of
culture
China
in.
in.
Yeah, it's trying to
Yeah,
keep them from being like corrupted by like global media. I know that's been like
yeah.
a concern. That's partly why like Disney movies getting into China is always such a big deal because there's a huge
Mm,
concern about like this like black and gay culture getting into China and just fucking it up. Like that's why Black Panther was that was shocking that even got over there. But like the
oh,
advertisement was like
really?
he was like in a full bodysuit. They didn't want you to see that he was black,
Oh,
you
to
know.
know, got
And
it.
then
Yeah.
the same thing with like you know any kind of like gay stuff. Like they took out like the gay stuff from like Star Wars, I think, in China. Like they just you know they're a backward society, unfortunately. We gotta say.
When it comes to that stuff, yeah. I mean, honestly, well, I think they're probably pretty. It seems like they're pretty backwards in every regard, and it's so unfortunate that
Happen
they're
to be like some
another.
communist punching
Yeah,
bag for
yeah,
conservatards. Yeah,
yeah,
that's what I hate.
yeah,
I hate that.
yeah.
That's like that
Because it's
because like during COVID, like I mean, yeah, Chinese government probably did a lot of fucked up shit. But one of the things they did that was kind of cool, I guess, was
all
just
the
like they
people
were,
in their
yeah,
houses,
they like, but like they provided them food and stuff.
right?
If you're gonna do a bad thing, at least do a good thing to compensate. Like what did America do? Okay,
Yeah.
yeah, like we're
Oh
gonna be
yeah,
closed
just
for
go
like a
fuck
month, and then
yourself.
it was like, okay, here's a month
Here's
of
a
rent,
$1,000
and it's
for
like not
two
even
months
that
every
doesn't
two
pay my
months,
rent.
maybe. Yeah,
Like what the fuck? Like
yeah.
yeah, I mean, I wasn't affected by COVID. I actually kept working, and I actually had to do no work because there was no clients at the place I was working
Oh
at.
wow,
Yeah,
yeah.
it was kind of funny. Like we would show up. I was like, "Do you really want me here? Like, there's nobody
You're
here." And he's like,
right.
"Okay, yeah, it's fine. Just keep showing up." Because I think the problem was is like, they had to spend the money
Hmm.
because I think their concern was is if that at the end of the year they had an excess surplus that was too great for the contract, then it would
Yeah.
be like, "Oh, well then you don't need this much money." There's always this like kind of weird shit when it comes to like Department of Corrections and kind of
Mm.
stuff. So like they just like, oh yeah, show up to work, and you're just gonna sit here for like 8 hours
Yeah.
and play Switch
Yeah.
games. Okay, yeah, sure, whatever.
Cool.
Like, you know, like I was like I could like help remodel the house. Like that's what like the social worker was doing when he was there. But it's like, oh, you don't
Uh,
have to do that. You can join him if you want. But I was like, okay, I'll help a
they're
little
actually
bit.
they're just
But
saying that you're shitty, like a shitty contractor. Like they just don't have faith in your
yeah,
like building skills or
no, it
whatever.
wasn't even that because like they didn't hire anyone and like they weren't gonna hire anyone, but they would pay for the parts. So like they paid for like the drywall and stuff that the one guy could replace. It was so like I don't know. That was the one good thing that the management did during that. But otherwise, it was I don't know, COVID didn't really impact me negatively because it was like my whole life has been literally living what other people are like living like with COVID. So
I
this
had
is
that
my
same joke.
yeah, this
Yeah,
is
that was my
I've been
point.
preparing this my whole life. Like all I do is sit at
Yeah.
home and listen to YouTube videos and talk to friends
Yeah.
online. So
Yeah,
none of this is different.
it's really funny how people have such a hard time coping with it when it's like,
I've been
this is
doing
my
this my whole life.
life.
Yeah, it
Like,
was actually I did have a novel experience during COVID driving to work the day of like the first like lockdown shit. There
uh-huh.
was like fucking 5 cars on the road.
Right.
That
Oh,
was
I bet in
was
a big
boner
city, I bet that
fuel,
was crazy.
dude. Because like
Yeah.
my morning commute was usually ass,
Yeah.
and it was so I was like, there's nobody out here. This is so nice and serene. It reminded me of like
Yeah.
back home, our hometown. I just
Right.
loved it. I
Right.
love no cars on the road. It's so nice.
Yeah. And it's
Uh,
funny what they call a traffic jam compared to what you deal with, I'm sure. You know, like
yeah,
it'll be like there's like 3 cars at the stop. Oh,
yeah. 3 cars at a
stop
stoplight in our
stop and
hometown.
stop and go light. Is that a thing that you've
Stop and
heard?
go light. Yeah, I know what you're talking about,
So it's
but
like a local
those.
colloquialism, I feel. I feel like it's like very local, like even within hometown.
Hmm.
Because it's something I think it's something my mom says, and like
Is it?
she has a lot of like those like really like old time our small town like vernacular.
Yeah. Oh, I mean,
You know what I'm saying?
one of the things I think about that my mom said that people liked because I would say it, and then like I remember like some classmates. I think I was like in elementary school and be like, "Oh, what's that funny phrase that your mom would say?" Like I don't know,
Yeah.
somehow they knew my mom said it. It was like,
Yeah.
she would always describe traffic as slower than molasses in January,
So
which is like if yeah, like like that's
why
I don't know if
is
that's
it
like
colder, I guess?
yeah,
In
because like it's the
January?
molasses like the sap from a tree and it's like going down, and then it's like slower in January because it's fucking frozen.
Yeah, that's
So
funny.
she would always describe traffic as going slower than molasses in January. God.
Oh, another thing, do you know who else has that same problem of like, oh, we just need to order a bunch of shit, otherwise it's not going to justify your budget. You know
Oh,
what other department falls
the
falls
Department
into
of
that?
Defense? I don't know.
Yeah,
Yeah, I would say the
yes.
Department of Defense.
Yeah, yeah, that's a problem in itself where it's like, yeah, I mean that's where it's not the only place where like the military industrial complex kind of comes into play, but that's like a
Yeah,
facet
that's
of it.
like a
Like,
justifying their existing ongoing budget by buying a bunch
yeah.
of bullshit or whatever.
It's like I think because I know people like military people, that's like a thing that they would tell me like, oh yeah, I was like a whatever a 7th dick sucking corporal or whatever,
Hmm. I'm gonna
oh
get that
yeah,
rank.
this is like, well, you don't want to know what you got to do to get that rank.
Wait,
It's in the name
well.
a little bit.
Oh, what? They could have
Um,
buried the lead on that one.
well, that's the tip of the iceberg.
I guess that must be one of the like the crayon eating ranks, right?
It's funny you say that. I didn't know about that running meme
That
until someone
meme.
mentioned that to me. Like that's funny.
It's
Synchronicity or whatever. Like someone said
oh
that to
yeah.
me
It's we're talking about
last week.
Marines, right? Marines, they eat
Yeah, that's what
crayons,
they
yeah.
said. That's what they said about Marines. Yeah, which I thought, because okay, so if Marines eat crayons, then like, what's the army? Because isn't the army
I
like the
don't
dumb
know.
dumb
Yeah, well, because the
like
Marines eat
they're the
crayons because
bottom
they
of the
are like
barrel? I
crazy.
feel.
Because
Okay,
Marines are like jughead nut jobs that are
got it.
gonna be like the first in to fucking die and do the dumbest missions. They're the
Lord.
most they're people who are deeply insecure and have a lot to prove.
Yeah. Okay.
I say this even though one of the only reason I know this kind of stuff to be true is because one of the people in my WoW rating group, he was in the Marines, I'm pretty sure. And he agrees with every negative stereotype about people in the Marines.
Yeah, it's
He's like a
funny. Yeah.
bodybuilder now, and he's going for his master's in business or some shit. But
Bodybuilding,
he's like he's in a natty competition. He only does the natty ones.
which is good,
Yeah,
because
he's a big fucking guy.
fuck steroids.
Yeah, steroids is nasty. But he would affirm any negative stereotype about Marines that I would say right now, even the most outlandish things that would sound improbable, he would attest. He do declare.
I do declare. I saw a TikTok that was you're
Oh my
like,
god, how it appeared in his hands.
yeah, like
That
tell
was
it
funny. It like
evaporated.
magnetized to it.
Yeah. It's like a Lego character.
Oh my god, you're right actually. That's great. Okay. So
Yay,
what was
we
the
did it.
TikTok?
Oh, it was like they were bitching about guidance, like people using guidance after Baldur's Gate, because it's like trying to be subtle about it, like, you know, trying to like convince a guard or something that they're black enough to join the club, and it's like, how are you gonna do that? Because it has a Samanic and a
Oh,
verbal
going over all
component.
those
It's
specific
like,
components, and it's like, dude, okay, so here's what I
come
did.
on.
I have an actual like kind of story about that. When I would cast invisibility on
User.
the what's the rogue class
Okay.
in D&D, I would be
Yep.
like, I would just say, I don't even know, I don't remember what I would say honestly, but I would just like put my hand on their shoulder, and then maybe say something stupid like misappear.
Yeah.
The player was a girl. And they were
Yeah.
playing a
I
girl
figured.
character or something. I don't know. I don't think I said something that stupid, but it was like, yeah, there's like a whatever. Yeah, I know what you're saying with like the different kind of components, but it's like,
Well, okay.
if you're gonna,
Well, with a thing like that, like,
although there was nobody there
is
to question me. I hear what they're saying with like,
is it
the guard is gonna know you're.
but I'm wondering, is it an incantation? Like, do you have to say it like the same Latin phrase over and over, or
I
is
think
it can you
D&D is
choose
pretty
your...
open. You get to choose. That's the thing about D&D is like you get to add your own flair to how you cast.
Because like the one of the few times I was able to play a game, and again it just like we had a few sessions and it just fell apart from there for various reasons. But I liked when I use guidance, I would always like you said, I'd tap him on the shoulder because it's touch, and then I'd be like, good luck, bud. You know, like something like that. Like, you
Yeah.
got this. You know, like I like that flavor to it. Like, yeah, like
Yeah.
literally. Exactly
Yeah, it
like
doesn't
you
need to
said,
be anything
like-
more complicated. I mean, it also just depends on how fucking hardcore to the rules the table wants
Oh,
to be, and
yeah,
how
yeah.
ornery of a the DM is feeling that day.
Well, that's the thing. It's like that DM is like, I mean, it's part of the DM like being like a, but it's also
A
it's
rules
literally
lawyer.
just you're trying to. It's just you're trying to. I mean, part of it could be you're just trying to make rage bait content, which is like a huge problem on Facebook especially. Because, well, I'm sure TikTok and any social media platform, because salacious and crazy.
Emotionally salient.
Yeah.
That's what my
Yeah.
psychological effects of the internet teacher would describe as that the most like sought after content online is emotionally salient, something you can kind of grapple onto. Like my zipper merging video, you know,
Yeah.
like who would have thought people, I would have never thought, but like people found something that they're passionate about in that
Within that,
conversation. I don't know.
Yeah.
Really bizarre to me.
So now there's like this epidemic of content that's like just there to piss people off, pretty much.
So is it like the story is like, oh, the DM was like, how are you gonna do that? Or you mean is the content directed at the audience? Like it's actively trying to piss the audience off.
That.
Oh, so it's like somebody kind of being like, oh, you might try to put guidance on somebody to fool a guard, but how are you gonna? How is the guard not going to see that obvious ploy and then have he's going to get advantage against your persuasion because he's going to know something's up.
Yeah.
Like that kind of thing.
That's the vibe. That's the vibe of it. But it's like it's a sketch. But that's like, you know, the idea they're trying to get across.
Oh, okay.
You know.
I mean, I think that makes sense. I had that happen to
beat
me one
dig
time, but that's
through.
because what I did was stupid. Like I didn't like go and hide
It was
anywhere.
like obvious or whatever.
Well, I was a
like,
little
right in
bit
front of
deeper
them.
in line. Okay, so we were in line. And I
Mhm.
was like, here, like I'm gonna transform this thing or something. And then then the lady was like, oh, are you those weird guys that were making all that noise further in the line? Like, yeah, everyone was
That's
looking
funny.
at you. I was like, oh.
That's funny.
So yeah, I was like, oh, I guess I should have thought that out a little bit better. But that whole campaign was just literally like a fucking comedy of errors.
Right.
Like you can see my Discord character, but that was at one point my character was literally wearing a crown and a dunce cap that were both cursed items.
Right.
And the dunce cap forced my character to only talk in rhymes.
Oh, that's right.
So I would have to
yeah.
pre-type things that I would have to say, and I would sit there and like try to cook fucking like rhyming sentences to like help order, because I was like the bard. I didn't really do much healing, but I did more support stuff, and it was like really fucking difficult. And I also had like, do you remember Outlaw Star? I think. Do you remember the anime Outlaw Star?
And the name is very familiar.
It's an anime. The only thing you need to know is that the main character had a gun with caster bullets, and the
got
bullets
it.
were magical spells.
Okay.
and
Oh, cool.
he didn't really know what they all were every time. So sometimes some crazy shit would happen. I had a bunch of bolts for my hand crossbow that were basically caster bolts, and I would like try to like discern what would happen when I used the different bolts. And like one of them, it was like a massive explosion bolt, and I shot that one, and I rolled so bad I missed, and I blew up like 30 people in the audience.
Oops.
In the arena that we were fighting in.
Yeah.
And then another one was like piss fart gas, and I think I like covered one of my friends in piss fart gas all over the boss. I was like, I tried to tell him to move away, but you know, sometimes they just don't listen.
Yeah, they were a little slow. It's okay. Yeah, and they deserve to die.
Well, they were a druid, so they're probably used to rolling in their own piss.
Oh, they liked it. I felt good.
Yeah, I would hope
felt
so.
like home.
Yeah, exactly. End my turn. And then jump.
And I end my turn. I place one card face down and end my turn.
What a good play. Good job, Yug.
I've been getting all this Yu-Gi-Oh content in my feed. Oh, because I click on it.
Have you ever done a Yu-Gi-Oh rewatch?
Weird how that works. No.
The anime is insane.
Yeah, it is insane. I mean,
Did you see the Twitch rewatch of Yu-Gi-Oh?
No.
Oh, that was a great experiment because it's just so crazy, dude. Like,
yeah, it's fucking
They're just inventing rules for the games they play.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, it's not even close to pretending to be like the card game.
Yeah, they're like,
which is like a boon and a bane for it.
Yeah, I mean, it makes the show great. You know, it's like, oh yeah, of course, I attacked the fucking moon.
They make up effects.
That's like, I think
they make up effects for the cards too. Like,
oh yeah, like sometimes it'll be like the cards affect the planet.
The fuck he wants it to.
Like, yeah, it's like, oh yeah, the card also like floods the battlefield, and your cards that don't have a way to swim, like they didn't take swimming lessons, they drown and die. Yeah. Like what the fuck? That was something I fucking love. I rewatched through up to like, I rewatched through the whole thing with the Twitch watches, but obviously like, you know, it was kind of hard to get all the reruns.
Yeah.
Because like you can't watch it 24/7. But then when they would have like a section of like new episodes, I think, in like a primetime slot. But that was a good like community experience. I think like that reminds me of like a quote from like, I think Civ 5 or something, when it talks about like when you invent television, or it's not a Civ 5 quote, but like Civ 5 like sources all these quotes about different stuff in the game, you know. And they have this like there's this quote about like how television kind of like homogenizes culture, you know, because like now across the world everyone can have the same experience, whereas before you know, there wasn't that like, oh, you saw the Super Bowl, I saw the Super Bowl. Before it was like, oh, I went to a sports ball game and I was in the stands, oh, I heard it on the radio. Like now most people are having the same experience of just like watching things, you know.
Well, I have like a similar take. I'm sure I took it from somewhere, but I'm not too sure where.
Oh, go ahead. It's all you, dog. You got it.
It could be original.
It's 100% you.
But that's the problem with like everyone living in their own fucking world. Cause like in the 50s or whatever, there was like 3 news networks, like 3 sources for them to get their news. So of course people are living in the same reality because the shit that they're consuming is like from the same general. Well,
yeah, there isn't a lot of options.
And now it's like now you don't even watch the news. You just watch fucking a Candace Owens type dweeb. I'm not even Candace Owens is like too big, you know. You just watch some fucking idiot with an animal head on a Greek statue.
Yeah, a Greek statue, an animal avatar.
Telling you about the news, like. That's what they consider the news. Like
the moment somebody has like an avatar and they don't have themselves like online and they're trying to do like some kind of like serious content, I lose all respect for them.
Yeah, absolutely.
If you can't put your face out there, you can't have your face associated with your words. Your words are worthless.
Fucking power.
Like I ain't respecting you. Like if you're gonna like post some dog shit like I don't know, like fucking Sargon of Akkad, like, oh yeah, like, I look like this cool statue. Yeah, it's always these like fucking loser, balding fucking guys too, you know? They're always balding. Like, I hypocrite, literally, another conservative fucking nut job, idiot, who puts on this like fucking marble statue of this fucking Adonis man that he is. And then you see the actual dude, and he's like literally on Valentine's Day streaming, looking at his OkCupid matches and like trying to find a fucking wife. And it's like this balding, ugly dude that like I think was like 30 plus at the time. And it's like, dude, like you need to like fucking settle with yourself and like you just ain't got it, dog. Like what the fuck? Like holy shit. And you could have it. Anyone could have it. But your personality is disgusting. You're like when you need to hide yourself like that, like what the fuck?
You're a vile person. Remove marker. I'm removing that.
Okay,
get that shit out of here.
Get that shit the fuck out of there. Okay.
Get the fuck out of here,
Get
neighbor.
the fuck out of here. Oh fuck, we're all gonna die. Body massage.
Who wants a body massage? Those are fucking talk about classic internet videos.
Those are some old school fucking. That you go. That's the buffet. You're going straight to the buffet on those. You know. You're just filling up. You're filling your plate up with those.
Because each one's really good. Like I mean, for me,
it's kind
like
of
the ventrilo harassment. Like all of them are like kind of bangers. But like there are some that like when I look back, because I was looking back at some of them, I'm like, I mean, I still think it's kind of funny, but it's kind of a nostalgic.
It's kind of like lol so random, but it is like good.
Yeah.
You know, like it's the G.I. Joe informal. Yeah, the editing is great because at the time you gotta think like that shit was unheard of. Like who the fuck has editing software? And then you're adding in funny voices, and it's like not cringe because most fan dub shit was giga cringe. So yeah, that shit was just A+ banger tier material. We got this guy. We gotta do a little intro here. Starting off big. We got this guy named OCKY, and he makes basically the King Cobra JFS but edible versions of food. So we're gonna watch this through just to get an idea of the kind of shit that he's making, okay? And just see his character. So we're gonna take 2 minutes. We're just gonna see the kind of person that this guy is, okay?
Tune in and tune out.
Yeah.
How may I help you today? Shut my door. Let me get a chopped cheese with chicken cutlet.
Oh, I thought this guy was black.
This is a
this
very
guy?
authentic. This is a very authentic interaction already.
Yeah, this guy's from New York.
This person. Well, it's just I hate this kind of content where they know they're being recorded. So he's hamming it up to.
What do you mean?
To 10. He's got the dial to 11 right now.
Dude, this guy goes everywhere like this. Come on, this is.
And there are some people I would not doubt that, but like, even he still has his fucking persona level, base boosted.
True,
and
absolutely.
And Fauntleroy said this. I would never say this, but he wants to punch him.
Yeah, Fauntleroy.
Fauntleroy
hates this guy. You want to know what else? Fauntleroy hates this guy. He wants to beat this guy. You know who this guy is, though? This guy is Barley.
This is Barley Manifest.
This is Barley in live.
God, he's such an inauthentic fucking goob. I hate it. I'm gonna have.
The best part is we haven't even gotten to OCKY yet, and you already hate it.
Let me get some violets on that, man.
Of a genre.
I need that the OCKY way.
The OCKY way. So OCKY always says the same shit. He always does the sure, and he puts his thumb sideways.
The pancake mix. Then we mix it up.
Yeah, we mix it. He literally does paint by numbers cooking.
Chicken cutlet and mozzarella sticks in the fryer.
Yeah, we put it in the fryer.
Then we butter the grill up. We butter the grill. Now we pour the red velvet pancake.
Is it able to make fun of OCKY?
Oh, because you think he's like cooking in such an infantile way that he might be special ed.
The way he's talking sounds very special ed. Now
it would not be ableist because he is not, as far as I am aware, not a mentally disabled person.
Okay.
He just talks like one.
Oh, good.
So because he shouts everything that he's doing. Imagine what it's like to work in this kitchen where he has to shout everything that he makes.
Well, any like restaurant industry content creator shit is like, it just blows my mind how anyone can tolerate
stomach being around that. Yeah, like the only ones I want to watch is like McDonald's guy makes 60 fucking burgers in 15 minutes.
It's just a GoPro.
And it's just a GoPro. Yeah. It's
I'm glad you found that too. I love that. It's like a guilty pleasure of mine. It's like, damn, this is awesome. Like,
yeah. We need
But
to
I'm
get.
sure it's because we have the shared trauma of working in restaurants.
Oh
so it's
yeah,
like,
dude.
you know.
Like I had the CEO was like, "Oh hey, Borley, what are you doing for Thanksgiving?
Oh, boy.
Do you do any cooking?" And I just like put my head down and I said, "Unfortunately, I can cook. I worked in a restaurant for 6 years." And she's like, "Oh, I bet you make some real food. Next time we have a
Oh,
whatever,
boy.
like a company picnic thing, like you're gonna be cooking the food." I'm like, "I'll consult."
Yeah, yeah, totally. I will I'll let you know about methods and how you guys are doing, but I'm not,
I'll just give crass feedback that it hurts everyone's feelings.
which is what a proper chef does.
Yeah, honestly.
According to some fucking
According to
idiots.
some idiots. Okay, so continue.
Okay,
The
anyways,
burger
yeah.
on the grill. Now we hit it.
Oh, I know. I gotta go back actually.
Oh
Oh my god! But we have to go back. We have to go back because I think you're right. I think he is disabled because his shirt has his name on it.
Now we pour the red velvet pancake.
Red velvet
Put the
pancake.
burger on
Oh, right there. Oh fuck! I didn't stop it in time.
Thank you,
General
burger.
Aki.
Yeah,
He's got a shirt that says his name in case he
you can
forgets
see
his
really-
name.
No, it's because it's even worse. It's because he's such a fucking narcissist.
Oh, that is true.
Branding.
Put the burger on the grill. Dude, why would you? The burger's frozen. Why are you putting the peppers on? Oh, he don't do pork. He's Islamic. No, did he change his gloves? He's gonna need to change his gloves.
Camera.
He's just putting it's not pork. What? Oh yeah, chop it
Oh
up.
my god.
He's destroying that thing.
After we chop it up, now we hit
Look
it
at that
with
guy
the
that's down there
seasoning.
staring.
Once it's
So-
ready, now we're gonna hit it with the crushed ballots.
What? What is that? That's
Mallet.
I don't know.
Mallet.
What
It's
After
like
we hit it with the ballot, now we hit it with the cheese.
it's a spice, I know.
Oh, okay.
Actually, it's kind
Once
of that
everything
cheese
is
looks pretty
ready,
good.
now we put
I'm very
everything
hungry.
together.
Yeah, honestly, this
Totally.
is just like I said. These are like what Josh King Cobra JFS wishes he could make. Why is the burger raw?
Yeah,
Right?
it does not look
Once
very
everything's
cooked.
Why
ready, now
would
we
you-
stack it up.
What? Oh no, those are the pancakes.
Those are pancakes.
Those are the velvet pancakes.
After we stack it up, now we put it on top of the paper.
That looks
Top
so
of the
horrible.
paper. Oh, dude, I'm gonna vomit. Okay, now there's a section. Okay, I need you to.
So are those mozzarella cheese sticks?
Yes, those are mozzarella. Everyone has mozzarella cheese sticks.
Good God.
Almost virtually have mozzarella cheese sticks.
Oh, red velvet pancakes. Got it.
Yeah,
The
okay.
OCKY Way.
I need you to really focus on his outro part of like what he does here with the customer. Okay, this is
Got it.
crucial. Okay, we're gonna everyone focus on this.
Okay.
Wrap it up.
Lock in, guys.
Lock in. Gamer mode.
And the result is...
Oh. Now I need 2 backwards and a pack of Newport Hunters, you heard?
OMG,
Loser.
Can't forget your bag. Never, never, never.
Okay, right there. That's his sign off. Can't forget
Never,
the Bev.
never,
Never,
Yeah.
never. Okay, you need to remember
Okay.
that.
Now we
So
serve
here's
it
the
to
food.
customer.
Oh my god! Now we serve it. Even though he was just back there, now we serve it to the customer.
Yeah.
Okay. So
I
Now-
fucking hate all these everyone involved in.
okay.
man.
So do you want to watch some
So
more,
Nems
or do you
must
want to
be a-
watch?
Oh, absolutely. I mean,
Okay.
I want to watch whatever you want to watch. So Nems
Okay,
must
let's
be a-
watch. Let's watch one more normal one, and then we're gonna watch the one that's gonna make us bust nuts. Okay.
Oh, I'm busted already.
Let's do steak, egg, and cheese. Let's see how he does with Cool Ranch Doritos. Here we go.
Oh, boy, this is really what Josh wishes he could do. Yeah, look
Who
at
is this
that.
bitch? What is this?
They're all influencers.
Dude, look at her fucking eyelashes.
Oh, sure.
I hate
First
it.
you gonna put the
Sure.
steak on the
I hate him
sure.
so
Then you
much.
put the mozzarella sticks and fries on the fryer. Then we
I wanna
get
hear-
everything bagel and cut it in
Does he
threes.
talk normal actually?
After
In
we
the
cut it, now we throw it on the panini.
you know,
I've never
like-
heard. I think that's.
This
I think
is
he has
so-
a speech
After we
impediment.
open the steak in half, now we hit it with the
I
black
guess
pepper.
I really am being
I
a
don't
normal
know.
person. but
Oh,
it's
yeah,
so
yeah, she's
annoying.
gonna hit
Oh
it.
yeah, he's got this dumb bitch in the back, of course.
She that you got like
Oh,
half of it
sorry.
off the fucking food. I'm amazed that she can crack an
Once the
egg.
bread's ready, now we take it out the
With one hand,
toaster.
yeah.
Yeah.
Once the steak is
pretty
ready,
good.
now
To
we
be honest,
hit it
I
with
kind
the
of suck at
cheese.
cracking eggs.
Oh,
After we hit it with
just
the
developed the
cheese, now
skill
we
after
hit it
doing
with
it
the
for so long.
peppers.
Yeah, I never really did breakfast food though,
After
so
we
I
hit it
never.
with the
Oh, here we go. The
peppers.
Doritos Cool Ranch.
Hit it with the Cool Ranch.
Sure.
Sure.
Yeah,
I just
fucking
hate that
ready now,
faux
we put
enthusiasm.
It's so
you know?
fake, yeah.
I know,
Yeah.
right? This is those fries. There's got to be like
Last and
flavorless.
final, now we hit it with the ranch.
Why is it? duct taped together.
Once everything's ready, now
It's like
we
leaking
stack
out of that.
Because Aki could only afford the camera. He couldn't afford to get a new
Yeah, couldn't get a new squirt bottle.
Once
bottle.
everything's
Yeah.
ready, now we put it on top of the
Plus, it's the
paper.
kitchen, so
On top
they
of the
can
paper.
fucking.
This little kid. That's Aki's child.
Wrapped it up.
That's your whisker.
And the result.
Oh my God.
Is
Oh, there's a little kid in the background.
OMG.
Can't forget the bev.
Looks like a whole family of people here. Wait, was that the guy from the last video?
Forget the
Yeah, they're all-
bev.
Oh
They're
no,
all
he just
waiting.
looks like him.
Look at that guy freaking out in the background.
Yeah, what the
Terrified
fuck?
face.
Dude, they're all. Why?
There you go, young man.
Imagine how disjointed this has to be, like, and you're there, right?
Yeah.
Like, you just want your food.
Right.
You just want
Yeah,
your
it's not-
fucking food.
That's what I was thinking. Like those children are starving in the background. Like,
Yeah, and this guy has to cook each individual ingredient one by one by one. He's like, now we do the this. Now we do the this.
Put the ranch in.
Yeah.
Do you know Meryl Howard Kalin? Do you know that
No,
one?
What is that?
Ooh, I'll.
Is it another
We'll have that
time?
lock, stock, in the barrel.
we'll have that. Write
after Aki.
Okay, so let's go on to now we're gonna get vindicated, okay? Are you ready? You and I, me and you, we feel the same way about these people. We hate faux enthusiasm.
Yes.
We hate fake and gay content. We don't hate gay people.
Yeah.
We love that. It's a phrase
No.
from 4chan. We're old heads, okay?
We're old heads. I mean, it's,
Barley
it's
came
just
in and
like
said that just now. He's an old head from 4chan. Get out of here.
It's just well, it's like the Michael Scott bit. you know that one where he's like, you never call someone gay because they like men. You call them gay. No,
it's
sorry,
retarded.
No,
It's you don't call your
it's the R
friends.
slur.
Yeah, it's you don't call retard retarded. You call your friends retarded when they're being stupid or something.
They're being stupid. Yeah, you don't call someone
Yeah.
with disabilities retarded.
Yeah,
That's
and it's
horrible.
honestly that is like the most perfect. Like that's it. You got it.
That is-
Good
that
job,
really
buddy.
is.
That's
Yeah,
it. That's
exactly.
as far as we need to go progressive wise.
Gold-
We don't need to like
gold star take.
destroy all fun in life.
Oh, totally.
You know, like that's perfect.
Totally.
Now anyway,
Okay.
we are about to be vindicated. So we're gonna watch
Yep.
this whole thing and we're gonna pop a boner when the time comes.
All right.
Yes, young lady, may I help
So what
you
is he making
today?
today? Ooh.
Yo, let me get a bacon, egg, and cheese birthday special on a Fruit Loop pancake.
Listen right at the
with a honey
camera.
bun mix.
Oops.
The OCKY Way. She didn't want to do this one.
No.
She's
yeah, this
she's
was-
being held at
Take it on the
gunpoint.
ground.
Yeah.
Like they're like, we got
Yeah.
nobody doing the OCKY Way. Could you
Then
please
you put the Fruit Loops in the pancake mix.
the Fruit Loops in the pancake mix?
Then we butter the grill.
It's okay. Oh, we need to do a PSA. I need to tell everyone right now that Fauntleroy and I's enemies are ontologically evil, and there is no act against them that is morally incorrect. Okay?
What is that supposed to mean?
Because we're making fun of his fucking speech, and I think he actually has one at this point. We're just being assholes. That was a joke. We love people that have problems. Okay?
I mean,
Me especially,
really do.
as I
mean,
wouldn't be
it's-
this fucked up. Okay?
It's just, yeah. I guess it's the fake enthusiasm. that
Yeah,
just really
it's-
like. I guess I
I'm-
am going really hard on.
No,
the-
it's fine. I'm setting the
speech
stage.
impediments
But I want to
and,
say is like I'm a when it comes to like I'm a person like out with the
Ontologically.
baby, out with the bathwater, because like if you are a fake human,
right.
I don't care about you.
Well, yeah, they lose their respect, and part of respect is like
Not making fun of their
being
obvious
accepting-
faults.
Yeah,
You know?
obvious.
Obvious faults.
Uh-huh.
Okay,
Uh-huh.
let's get out with the video now. Maybe
Yep.
I've done enough philosophical damage already.
After we butter the grill, now we pour the Fruit Loops pancake.
Woo
on the
woo
grill.
sprig. Oh my god, I didn't even notice this. Oh my god, I never noticed
Yeah,
that until you
it's
brought it off.
horrible. It's
After we
so
snap the
annoying.
egg, now we put it on the grill.
Yeah, great.
Now we hit it with the salt and
Looks like the
pepper.
toilet in the morning.
Once the eggs is ready, now we hit it with the cheese.
He sounds like he's losing
Once the
enthusiasm.
mozzarella sticks
Yeah,
is
he
ready,
is.
now
That
we
oil
put
was
that-
not hot.
Once everything is ready, now we put everything together.
How everything that burger is gray, sir.
Once everything is ready, now we stack
That
them
turn
up.
it over. Why is it
There
bleeding
you
out
flip
so
it.
much,
Once
dog?
everything's ready, now we put it
What are those
on top of
burgers
the
doing? The burgers. Okay, here we go.
That's for another order. I
Here we
guess.
go.
Now we wrap.
Here we go.
it up. And the result.
Why is he so sad?
I don't know. He's about to be
So
more sad.
solid.
Wait for this.
OMG.
Can't forget the bag.
He fucked up.
OMG.
Look at it.
Yeah, what?
He's so disappointed.
Look at him.
The
He's so
cameraman
upset.
forgot the line.
That's awesome.
The
Yeah,
cam-
look at that. It's the most replayed too.
Yeah, everyone's watching
Everyone
the part.
knows. Holy shit, I fucked up.
He looks at the cameraman. The cameraman doesn't say "can't forget the bev," so then Aki can say "never, never, never." The cameraman fucked up, and Aki is
Enthusiasm
fucking
is
furious.
Gone. Oh my
This guy,
God.
this cameraman got fired after this.
God, he got his face thrown in the fryer.
Yeah,
He got fryered.
because then they go back and they just like film it again.
Can't forget the bag.
Now they have him say it.
Never, never.
Oh, she's got.
Loser got the.
He already drank some of it.
Happy birthday.
Thank you.
Holy shit! That guy in the background was dark as night. Jesus Christ! What the fuck is this? Is this Pokemon Sun and Moon in the background? here?
That's Ebony and Ivory in the
Oh my
background.
God.
Yeah. Living together in perfect harmony. I
Oh
fucked
my
up.
god.
So
That is-
he's saying he fucked up?
I think it's
Fucked
barely
up.
audible. Yeah, let me turn it up. Oh,
Can't
it's
forget the
so.
OMG.
Is there I wonder
It's
if
hard. It's really hard to hear it.
I wonder if the comments are
The comments do
it's
talk
Aki's-
about this.
It's Aki's channel though,
Yeah, the
right?
comments are
So, like,
talking
it's
about it.
maybe a little,
The last time I looked at this, man lost character and got pissed. 120, 5 comments. For real, what happened there? Dude hit cut bro. What the fuck?
bro.
Sounds like he said, "Yo, back up." Cut it so girl can get. She must have asked ahead of time. Oh, this guy's coming. This was the guy. He's defended
that's a
Aki.
sympathizer. Yeah. That's Ivory.
Gosh, that's Ivory coming in, helping his boy. I don't see. There used to be like a lot of comments about it, but I don't see him anymore. At least I don't know. I'm not looking
Aki
through it.
probably pruned them.
True, he pre-pruned it. I honestly, it's like this is my catharsis because we see the facade fall.
Yeah.
That he is not
Absolutely.
a jovial and friendly person.
Like all the time. Yeah.
Yeah, that he
Yeah.
is behind the scenes.
He's a person. He's a human.
Yeah, but he's not a good person, right? Like how is he?
He's like a shit director.
He looks
or whatever,
pissed.
like an asshole. Yeah.
Like if I want to buy into him being a good person, what he does here is he is like, oh, he fucked it up, you know?
Yeah.
Here he looks disappointed and mad.
But he's like, yeah, like he's like taking it out on his employee, probably.
Yeah,
He's
and it's
probably
like
saying that
this
to
is all
promote the
just a vanity
camera.
project for him anyway.
Yeah.
You know, like this is the kind of stuff that I live for. Seeing these moments of these fake people.
Yeah.
The facade falls and you see how terrible and miserable and shitty they actually are. Maybe that's a lot to psychoanalyze for like a literally 0.5 second of a clip.
You psychoanalyze like that?
I don't know.
That's pretty new to me. Yeah,
Borley
that's-
Borlstein would never
Yeah.
never
that
read
seems
out the
pretty
psychological profile of any individual ever.
based off of a micro.
A micro interaction. You know, there are people. There's, you know, I would never do that. Barley would do that though.
Yeah, that's a barley
I
thing
hear
to
it.
do. That is a total barley.
Oh,
move.
like, poof, okay.
yeah,
I'm
yeah,
back.
Barley.
I'm back. What happened? Barley was here. He was talking like last like 5
He's
minutes. I think he was going on like
impersonating you.
yeah, he was going on like some kind of philosophical rant about like doing
Saying that they're
unspeakable
ontologically
evil.
and yeah.
I think that's what he was talking about. Okay, I'm gonna clean
he
this up.
sounds just like you. I can't believe
He's really throwing his
he's
voice
felt
lately.
the technology.
I just can't get over that he's doing that kind of stuff. It really makes me uncomfortable that he's coming around and I think I never pulled the video over on the fucking recording.
Oh, good God.
Oh no, it's okay.
I mean, it's fine. It's like you hear the stuff. And,
Yeah,
and
it's
for the-
it's
for
a
the people that are
podcast. They don't
listening,
need to see it.
the
Here,
people
I
who
have
are
his face up
listening
right now so
at
they can
home
see his
are gonna
face.
be happy. They're gonna just
Nobody's
just,
watching anyway.
Like actually.
I mean, nobody's watching the thing if they're listening.
nobody's watching. Yeah.
But fuck.
I sent you a link. Put this.
Oh, this thing.
Put this up.
Okay, let me
Pull it up. Pull this up, Jamie.
let me hope it opens up in the right thing. Okay, it should be. Oh my
already-
god, let me make sure it's up. Okay. See, this is why I need a. I need someone watching to make sure I'm doing everything right. What is happening with the camera?
This guy rules.
What is happening? Oh, it's like frozen.
Oh, this
Why
is how
is-
you do the cooking with Meryl.
Oh, it's 28 minutes. I'm just stuck in the beginning where it's like all frozen and then the lights are going
Oh yeah,
insane.
this is like, cause this is like, from, you know,
Palestine?
time.
Palatine. Dude, this predicted Palestine.
Look, Meryl was he was cutting edge. Oh my god, Art, you're fucking crazy.
No way.
And I'm
It is awesome.
No way. No way.
It's that.
No,
it's this, I mean,
dude.
you can watch. I mean, you can watch as much as you want, but it's like.
Keep the other side. Make sure it's not.
Dude,
Okay.
He microwaves the chicken. He microwaves it.
on the chicken.
No. Wait, when does he microwave it?
Bet on the chicken.
What's he doing? He uses a napkin to dry his hands. He doesn't have.
Barbecue sauce on it.
Yeah, this is not serve
No.
safe.
This is
compliant at
not
all.
food. What the
If I can
fuck?
get to,
No, I think he uses the same cutting board.
What the fuck?
difficultly.
Oh my god, he's talking about how difficult it is to get the little spreader. Don't know. He's not gonna put it back in the barbecue sauce after touching the chicken, is he?
We don't want it on both sides.
We don't want it on both sides. Is he from Brooklyn or is he retarded?
It's both.
No.
Tastes good.
Oh, that's.
That's how you make your
Yeah, he's like
chicken.
clearly special needs. There's like.
I mean, when I saw him, I mean, the video quality is terrible, but I couldn't tell if he was like. I'm really hoping that it's not the case.
This is how you do the cooking with Meryl. He's my hero.
I mean, honestly, this is pretty brave. And I always have to
Yeah,
baseline
yeah.
respect that, you know?
Oh, absolutely. No, yeah, definitely. Yeah, that he's just out here doing it. Like,
Yeah, like this is more than most people would do. So like at some level, he's way braver than me.
Well, and this dovetails with the thing that I keep saying. I envy the
blissful.
stupid.
The blissful.
Yeah, I envy the blissful. Like.
Oh my god, he's putting the lettuce on the. He didn't clean the cutting board. Oh my
Yeah, that's what I'm
god.
saying. Is this?
He's just
this
smashing it like an ogre.
And pizza.
He doesn't even. What is this?
I think that's a technique, though. I think.
No,
that
it
what
is.
he's
I'm
supposed
just.
to
It's
do,
just. It's hard to
yeah.
tell if he's doing it right or not because the video quality is so bad. He's ripping it apart like a dead animal. Oh my god, this is like gore, dude. It's like there's like censoring on the
Kitchen
camera
gore,
because
yeah.
it's blurry over the lettuce.
Bad part.
It's just amazing. Yeah, the barbecued little chicken spreader is still there.
Oh
It's
my
hanging out.
god, dude.
Not very good.
It's not very good. That's what I want to hear about my. Why is there an advert halfway through the video with the fucking the crime dog that does drugs or whatever?
Into this bowl.
Oh yeah, McGruff came back, by the way. I don't know if you saw. He has a new PSA about.
Crunch it up.
I think it's about the fentanyl epidemic.
You gotta
Oh, good.
crunch
We
it
need him
up
for that.
Then you could get the lettuce.
I'm gonna have to watch more of this later. Okay, I'm gonna pull this off the.
Yeah, I was
the
gonna say, you can
recording
watch
now.
as
That
much
is
as-
incredible.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
But that's what the whole time I'm listening to OK Go or whatever the hell his name is.
Aki.
No, OK Go away.
Okay, go on. Yeah, really.
All I could think of is Meryl Howard Talon. Because it's kind of the same energy, except Meryl is being the most authentic. And OK Go
Yeah,
Away is
he's like
not.
actually trying. He's like a cool guy.
Yeah. Oh, dude, he's an awesome. He's not the greatest chef, not really chef goals.
We respect-
necessarily, but
We respect sincere effort, no matter how
Yeah.
good. That's
Yes.
that's the baseline. That's what it comes down to.
125%.
You know, we're making fun of Aki because Aki is clearly a narcissistic individual that does not deserve moral respect.
No, none at all. And it's fake and lame YouTube or TikTok content.
True. Should we? Oh, you guys say yeah.
Authenticity.
Yeah. We should do. Let's end on a continuation of the streamer story.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say we need to like talk about that more.
Mm-hmm. So
Okay.
last time,
yeah,
I'll do a
recap.
little summation. Summation of the facts. We have my friend, streamer, and he streams on Twitch for about 2.5 hours each night, except for 2 nights a week. And there is basically no one in the chat except for other mutual friend, myself, one guy who shows up to play for like maybe 30 minutes and then leaves, and then eventually CKB. And CKB is the hero chatter who basically chats nonstop, constantly, regardless of how shitty streamer treats CKB. CKB will always be there. And he will apologize when he's not able to be there.
CKB does.
Yeah,
Apologizes
CKB
when
will
he's not
be,
able to
he'll be
there.
like, I'm texting from my hotspot in my car, it's broken down on the side of the road, and it's snowing, and I might die, but I'm sorry I can't be in stream tonight.
It's just like when I see things like that, I always wonder, are they playing a character? Like,
I mean, if he's
you
playing a
know?
character, he's playing a character that's been going on for literally years.
Well, I know.
That's
like
insane.
he's not, but it's like when I see that, it's like,
How could something like that exist?
It's a sadder truth where they're just
They're
kind
that
of
lonely.
losers.
Yeah, they're that lonely,
yeah.
they're that much of a loser, and they're desperately looking for connection, and they don't know how to get it, and they don't know where to find it. So that's why when his ex-girlfriend shows up in the gymnasium, he has to run the other way.
That was my first interaction. That was the first thing I saw CKB type, and that's just been seared in my brain. That's like the first thing I think of when I think of CKB is like the schizo post that he had about seeing his ex-girlfriend and having to run out of the room.
Like,
I'm
that's
"Well,
like...
who's this guy? What the hell?"
God, that's like...
And okay, so how long do you think into the saga did I cause are we to the point where, like, I started watching?
You're asking like when I brought you in?
Yeah.
I think I brought you in after our true hero / victim of the story came in.
Got it.
I think we should probably go there.
Okay,
So yeah.
Well, I just wanted to preface like how I got roped in is because Borley was streaming on Twitch, and I would pop in every once in a while, and I suggested that he watch a video, one of my favorite videos of all time, and I will actually I'm gonna link it in Discord. If you just, when you upload this video, please put
link
it in
the thing. Yeah, I was gonna link the OCKY
description.
stuff in the description so people could at least watch them.
Yeah. It's the greatest wrestling move.
Oh,
no, it's the most illegal wrestling move of all
and it's
time.
like he charms the entire backstage crew, and they all come out dancing. Yes.
It's like,
People tell you wrestling is fake. Watch that video.
You need to show them that video, and they're just gonna they're gonna see the error of their ways.
That's the God's Not Dead. You know, like the God's Not Dead like Christian movie. This is the God's Not Dead of wrestling.
Yeah, wrestling's not fake.
Wrestling's not fake. God's not dead. This is proof.
So I was like, oh yeah, put this on stream. I mean, there's no one watching, so I'm like, I'll put this on. I really want to watch this. You know,
it's a huge inconvenience, and honestly, disrespectful for you to ask me to do that.
Yep, and that is me as a person, just in a nutshell. Disrespectful and inconvenience.
Yeah, constantly.
But then Borley is telling me about like the streamer who like if anyone would say that, like he'd tell them to like go unalive themselves and
yeah. Oh my god, dude, I tried so hard to get him to watch funny things on YouTube because his reactions are so boring. I wanted to see him go, oh wow.
Oh yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Like, because that's all he has is, oh wow, what the hell? Like, that's it. So like yeah. So I forgot that I was complaining about that.
That was the context. Yeah, that was my first introduction. Yeah, it's funny, you know, my memory is so annoying for like everyone involved because it's like I can't remember like what I ate the day before, but then I distinctly remember that interaction. You know, like how you introduced me to streamer. Because of that little
where he's like, oh, if you try to show something to him, he's gonna fucking strike it down. He's gonna tell you, not today.
Mine. Yeah.
This is my stream. I ain't playing your videos. I ain't having anyone else here. It's gonna be so much his stream that he's barely gonna acknowledge that chatters exist.
Literally, yeah. It's gotta be his own little world.
He's gotta make it about him.
So that was my introduction to streamers. So then I came into one stream and CKB was schizo posting about seeing his ex-girlfriend, and then now we can take it away.
Yeah. So the reason I kind of wanted to bring Fauntleroy into the fold, as it were, is because I started seeing something a little uncomfortable.
That's right.
So this had been going on honestly for like about a month already. But it was pretty light. So one day, streamer has this person show up who was named, trying to think of like a funny name that's similar but not actually the same. Baroness Andy.
Got it.
Baroness Andy shows up. Andy spelled with an I, so it's feminine, you know. Come on, guys. Baroness Andy shows up and she's in the chat and she plays DBD. And Streamer is kind of like all over this. Streamer is like, oh yeah, like, oh hello, whatever. And, you know, Streamer just engages with this person different than he engages with most other chatters. You know, to the point where Streamer
At
starts...
all.
Yeah, honestly.
Like,
Now, there's nobody in the fucking chat to interact with anyway, so the fact that he even
Yeah.
has like a different level of engagement between one
it's
chatter and the next,
crazy.
you
Very
know,
stark.
this
Yeah.
gets to a thing that like bothers me, is that I hate kind of when I hate when like guys are like really obvious with like how not racist fuck, but like how kind of sexist they are with how clearly they differentiate how they treat like women versus men,
Oh, interesting.
you know,
Yeah.
and also how different they treat like a woman that they want to
they're
fuck.
attracted to.
Yeah. And like, mind you,
Yeah.
he has no reason to understand, even like think that she's attractive or anything at this point. But he's clearly treating her different. He's engaging with her in a different way. He's acting like he's hurt by the things that she says, which cause her to then try to console his emotions. So it's like
Which will be a theme.
which will be the constant fucking theme in this guy. Oh my god,
The
dude.
dynamic.
Holy
Yeah.
shit.
God, it's so weird.
So-
Like,
So I like watched this for a month, and Streamer, he has her on voice chat. He's asking her to get on voice chat.
begging her to get on.
Yeah,
Like,
and I watched this for like a month, and it's a slow build up, and I'm like, yo, I need to get Fauntleroy on this because I need somebody to look at this and be like,
a witness.
yeah, because I feel like I'm going crazy. Like, do you think
Yeah.
that this is appropriate behavior? Because Streamer is married and he lives in and owns a house with his wife, who I actually did like some digging to find out. I'm pretty sure this was actually his wife's dad's house.
Oh.
Like it was maybe that like that they just
Interesting.
add extra houses or some shit. Because I looked up
Yeah.
like the fucking like I somehow I find like the registry of
ownership,
deeds.
like land records. Like,
Yeah, like you can. I mean, if you go to like the county courthouse, or
I know
whatever,
how
like, you
easy
can-
it is. I have to do that with work.
Yeah,
For
you
work,
can like go
do
get that shit really easy.
applications.
My dad
Yeah.
tells me about it, but like apparently they just had this shit online, so I found it. I'm like, oh, okay, so like I don't know. I was just looking for information.
It's public information.
Yeah, it's public information,
If
yeah.
information is public, people can find it.
Yeah,
that
get
is
fucked.
what it is.
Yeah. So anyway,
Yeah.
yeah, I'm just like, okay, does this look like appropriate behavior for a guy who's married? Because it's like really weird that he's
Right.
not that he's always hush about it.
He's like opining, or I guess that's not the word.
He's
right
like clearly
word. Like, he's
courting
always,
someone
like-
else.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, and open in public too.
Yeah.
Like that's the wild
like
thing.
the slow burn and like pretending that it's like fine. But,
Yeah.
Like, it's not happening.
And that's just what we see
But it is.
out there. But
On
there's
the
obviously more
stream.
stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, there's got to be
It's-
more shit going on
yeah.
behind the scenes.
But like, so like, let's talk about our chatter experience. Because like, what did we try to bring to the stream?
Okay, so I would pop in on occasion. Classic case, nobody can pronounce my name because it's just got too many syllables. Fauntleroy, it's got 3 syllables. It's a really
Font
difficult.
Leroy. It's hard for Americans.
Fauntleroy. Yeah, okay, and that's a funny thing because I can tell generally where someone is based on how they spell how they pronounce my
Geographical.
name. Yeah, Americans say Fauntleroy. I don't know what it is, but it's just and I think maybe some Eastern Europeans I've heard Fauntleroy too, and then but general like Europeans would be like Fauntleroy probably because they're like a little more used to French.
Yeah,
maybe.
it's a little bit more
like
close
like
to
it's
them.
not the Fauntleroy, but like it's Fauntleroy. Or I guess no, I think actually Europeans a lot of times maybe do the Fauntleroy, because I remember in that silly kind of like Eastern German.
Yeah, I was about to say
people,
German kind of
they
thing where you would like have a
Fauntleroy.
harsh pronunciation.
Yeah.
I would imagine only like French people, and French people are like the least people I see online. I feel like.
Yeah.
Maybe Spanish.
I hear quite a few people speaking French in Sea of Thieves, but
So you,
That's
the
a different
conclusion is
world.
that you know Streamer's a dumbass because he says your name wrong immediately.
Yeah, I mean, most people do. Like, but it is a litmus test for me. Like, okay, how do you pronounce this?
This is
pretty-
gonna change how I view you in our relationship going
opinion
forward
of you.
forever.
Yeah.
There's no coming
it's-
back from
it's
that.
Irredeemable.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you are an irredeemable piece of dog shit
It's
if you
a-
get the name wrong.
It's a pass-fail.
Yeah.
It's a pass-fail test.
I mean, you could have just said
Um,
like, well, he went to our high school, so he has to be an arsler.
He went to our high school.
Yeah.
He wasn't in the same grade as us,
He
right?
wasn't. I thought he
okay.
was. It was weird because I thought he was a year older.
Is he
but
older?
I think,
Yeah.
I don't know actually because he was friends with.
People?
He was friends with person. He was friends.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Oh fuck the. Oh, I want to say his name. He was friends with
You could type
Jack
it. Oh, I like this
Jeverden.
better.
He was friends with
Okay,
Jack
got it.
Jeverden.
Got it.
Remember, because he moved into his house and he was friends with Boston.
We gotta get there. We gotta.
Oh
we
yeah,
gotta
that's
get
way.
there.
Oh, that's so good. That's
We
so
gotta
way
get
later.
there.
Okay, so anyway,
Yeah, that's-
so let me talk a little bit about the chat stuff.
Oh
so,
yeah, sorry. Yeah, go
let
ahead.
me
And then
just go.
I'll add. I'll add to it too.
So like basically, Fauntleroy and I show up in the chat and we just try to add some levity. We just try to say some like off
We're
the wall
god-tier
stuff.
chatters. We're
Like
trying to
we
provide
are.
content.
If we show up in your chat, you see Borley and Fauntleroy.
Borley, actually,
You see
yeah.
Barley and Fauntleroy, fucking
you're
run.
fucked.
Your
Yeah,
channel's
bait
getting
them.
nuked.
Bane them immediately.
Yeah, but you see Borley and Fauntleroy, your chat's about to be fucking lit.
Lit.
Because we're coming
Yeah.
in with the Wikipedia paragraph drops. We're coming in with like completely unhinged
The wall.
schizo posts about like the wall being supported by Funko Pops. Because we haven't even talked about streamer setup, but he has a wall of Funko Pops behind him. Okay. So this is how you know he's a subhuman being because he owns a Funko Pop. I don't own a Funko Pop, so I'm an S tier human.
Dude, a ton. He has a ton, like you said, a full wall of funky props.
Yeah, which is just disgusting.
That is
Disgusting behavior
Horrible. Like, why would you do that
to yourself.
to yourself and to the world?
Well, this is because he needed to build a partition to block off him from like his wife or something. I don't fucking know. We never see her on stream.
She's a shadow entity for sure.
She's a shadow something. So Sean, fuck.
Yeah, I mean, I'm Sean Fauntleroy.
Yeah,
so.
yeah, duh. Okay,
Yeah.
so Fauntleroy and I, we're just like having a good time in the chat, and the streamer like literally, so the streamer at least does one thing right. He usually reads the whole message.
Usually.
But when we
He got tired of it after a while.
yeah, he got tired of it when we were chatting because, you know.
I think because Sandy liked it.
Yeah.
I think it was kind of jealousy,
Yeah.
like, oh,
Yeah.
like I'm not even gonna give that attention.
Exactly.
kind
No,
of thing.
you're 100% right. And let's follow
Thank
this
you.
because so Baroness Sandy, I like Sandy better than Andy, thank you.
Yeah,
So Baroness
yeah.
Sandy, she liked that stuff. But she didn't like, or what, no, not what she didn't like, he didn't like Streamer.
Mm-hmm.
Streamer didn't like that somebody else was giving Sandy any kind of joy out of life. So that
Literally.
he would then reduce his engagement with us as chatters because it was giving Sandy joy that wasn't coming directly from him.
Mm-hmm.
And this actually went so far as because Sandy would want me to come play with them, and I would get on the Discord, and then they would have to get out of their call, and they would have to go into the Discord server, and we would be playing. And I'm just a fun guy, and I just like to have fun, so you know that would be a fun time. And sometimes I would riff with Streamer, but he has no improv skills, he has no relatability, he has no social etiquette or grace or functionability, frankly. He's just boring is his main personality trait. And I'm not a girl that he wants to have sex with, so he's not gonna like
It's even worse.
his engagement is even shittier with me. But I'm like kind of like riffing him a little bit, and Sandy likes that. Sandy thinks that we're having a good time. Now Streamer never says that he doesn't like me. And one time I think he did. He has asked me to play Dead by Daylight, like without being compelled to by Sandy. But a lot of the time, Sandy is trying to get Streamer to kind of come out of his shell and like kind of like bring more people on and let's have more fun. Let's do more things. Let's bring more people into this, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And Streamer obviously wants it to be a special time between him and Sandy.
Literally, he wants to have an online date with her on stream.
Which is
weird.
Really awkward to watch when you
Very
know that
strange.
he's married. And now I don't know
He's
what's going on in their
married.
relationship at the time in
Yeah.
terms of his wife. I never knew. I can tell you some things happen.
Oh,
okay?
we do know. We gotta know.
We
what's
know the
going on
outcome.
now.
I mean, I know the outcome because I'm
Yeah,
friends
we're
with them
gonna
on
bury
Facebook.
That lead. Yeah.
But yeah, it's
Spoiler,
just
it ain't good.
It ain't good. It's the person I feel for the most is obviously is the girls in the story. I don't really care about Streamer because
Yeah.
he's a bad guy.
Well, yeah, yeah.
But I don't think either of them kind of deserve the outcome. But yeah, we got
Well,
Mandy.
okay. Well, actually, what do you think? I think Sandy's a little complicit.
I don't know because we don't know what
Right.
Sandy knows. Although no, that's not true. So let's leave it
Well,
with
he
this.
has to
Let's leave it
know.
with this Well, yeah, I was about to say because whether he ever said it, I dropped that bomb.
Right.
Because
That's
remember,
awesome. That's so
I
funny.
forced the issue.
Yeah.
So
that's right.
you know, I sometimes can be a little bit of a rascal. Now, 99% of the time, I'm not gonna do anything to kind of ruin someone's
Do
day.
no harm. Do no harm.
I'm mostly a do no harm person, but when I see obviously bad shit happening in public, sometimes I'm compelled to do something. So it was it was July 4th. And I was like, I think Sandy had asked me what I did, and I went to a race car thing. And I was like, oh, streamer, what did you do? I think I asked, or streamer is so boring he can't even come up with a lie. He literally mutters as quiet as he can. I hung out with the in-laws.
Oh,
which if you have in-laws, then you're married.
Yeah.
So whether Sandy knew at the time, now she fucking knows because I pressed him on what he did during this holiday. And, because he was kind of mumble, but he was really talking around it during the stream of people coming in and talking like, what did you do for the holiday? What did you blah, blah,
Oh, I went out.
Yeah, exactly. That's the kind of thing. I went out,
maybe he spent time with family or something.
Yeah, he's so boring, he can't even come up with a lie to protect his situation to make it seem like
he's such a good person. He won't lie.
Yeah, he's so good he won't lie. Unfortunately, he's also such a good person he can't lie when it comes to like his emotional manipulation. So he's just constantly.
He's just always on the face, and you just have to watch it happen.
On the face of his like just complete emotional manipulation. So that's where we should drop things. Is that I asked him about what he did on a holiday, knowingly pressing him that, because if whatever he said, I was going to keep pressing it until he said things with family or like things with like his in-laws or like, whatever, that kind of thing. Because I had mentioned that I was doing something with my dad and my wife or whatever, and yeah, so it was just so funny to get that out there that now we have proof that Sandy knows and everything.
It's all out in the open on the record.
Yeah.
Like nobody has plausible deniability.
Yeah. So that is what Fawnlore is getting at, is that Sandy is a little complicit because she was aware of the situation in pursuant of, some kind of thing. I don't know.
There's something strange happening
in the neighborhood.
Oz, to quote the Wicked movie.
What was it? Say it again, please.
Something strange is happening in Oz.
Yeah.
It's a good song.
Yeah.
Well, I mean that's a whole sidetrack, but I won't even go there.
Yeah, we're getting up in there in time.
Yeah.
What I want to say is though, that wasn't friendly behavior.
that was not friendly
behavior what was going on with streamer. But
a little too friendly, one might argue actually.
Yeah, there is such a thing as being too friendly. And you want to watch out for that. You want to keep your friends close. Remember what we learned about Matt Gaetz and Donald Trump. You want to keep your friends close, your enemies closer, okay? So really, streamer should have been cozying up with... I'm trying to think.
Anyone that comes into his chat.
Anyone else that comes into his chat.
Yeah.
I don't know who is. Honestly, he should have been cozying up with himself because I think he is his own enemy.
Oh, what happened? I mean, that's what it seems like. Yeah. Man, there's so much to the story that like we still have to get into.
Yeah. Well, I think we'll do a little better now that we introduce the characters. We'll get it better next time. So
yeah.
What is our friendly, outgoing message to our friends?
Well, I mean, you guys know what it is. Oh, I need to put. You know what it is, guys. I hope you have a Fauntleroy day.
Oh my gosh, he said it.
Flim flam, flim blam. I got lots of energy, and it's very authentic.
Awesome. We're doing it the OCKY way.
We're doing it the OCKY way. Oh, I fucked it up.